Good morning, Gills fans. Welcome back to the latest episode of Gills in the Blood TV and what is our final match day live of this really weird COVID-induced season. It's an early kick-off today, 12 p.m. is the start time for Gillingham versus Plymouth Argyle. We're about 15 minutes from kick-off. Team news is in. The Gills are unchanged from last Saturday's 1-1 draw at Burton, so our team in full. Jack Bonham in goal, a back four of Robbie McKenzie, Jack Tucker, Tommy O'Connor and Connor Ogilvie. It's then Carl Dempsey, the captain, and Stuart O'Keefe sitting in front of the back four. Three in front of that pair, Jordan Graham, Oliver Lee and Alex McDonald, and top scorer for Dane Oliver leads the line once more. 1 goal away from 20 for the season in all competitions. The Gills bench consists of Sacha Bastien, Ryan Jackson, who is fit enough to be a substitute, Henry Woods, one of the youngsters, gets a chance from the bench potentially. Also Matty Willock, then Tyreek Johnson, Dominic Samuel and John Akindi. For Plymouth, the big omission for them is top scorer Luke Jeffcott. He's only on the bench, which is a surprising pick for me from Ryan Lowe. But it looks like he's picked a few youngsters. Their season fiddles out a few weeks ago, didn't it? They've been really poor since Easter there. No wins in 6 and only 1 point from the last 18 available. So fingers crossed, if the Gills can put in a good performance, do everything correctly, we should be able to finish the season on a high and hopefully pick up 3 more points and beat last season's 10th place finish. Like I say, it's about 10-15 minutes to kick off, so I'll bring you more footage as and when the game is underway. Lovely sight before kick-off, just watching it on the laptop now. Youngster Tony Hudshall, who's got prosthetic legs, had to have them amputated as a kid. He's been raising money for the London Evelina Hospital, and he's currently doing a lap of the centre circle on the Priestfield pitch. Both sides are out giving him a round of applause. And yeah, it brings a little bit of a lump to your throat, to be fair, but fair play to the little lad. We talk about football legends and heroes, but he's a true legend and a true hero, and congratulations to him. And if you go and check out the Gills website, you can find his GoFundMe page or Just Giving page and donate, and I think I'll be doing that full time. Lovely touch. Tony Hudshall, 6-year-old little legend. Very early stoppage here. Long ball from the back out from Gills for Dane Oliver and Kel Watts, the youngster from Plymouth. Clash of heads on the touchline. I don't think there's any blame for Dane Oliver, although Ryan Lowe shouting at the 4th official, which I think's wrong. Should be showing more concern for his player who's prone on the turf at the moment. Both physios, including the Gills one, were out quickly to give him treatment, and luckily he's been turned onto his back and you can see that he is moving slightly, but there's going to be a lengthy delay at the end of this first half. Game's only just restarting at the Priestfield Stadium. There's been 11-12 minutes of delays. Kel Watts has gone off. He's had to have oxygen. He's flat on his back on a stretcher. He's got neck brace on. There's paramedics, all the physios around him. So worrying times for the Plymouth defender. And first and foremost, we hope that he makes a full recovery. But the game is back underway finally. Corner for the Gills. Jordan Graham straight away gets at the left back, gets to the byline. Cross gets charged down, and it's going to be Tom O'Connor who's going to take it. Here it comes now from the far side. It's a free header for Ollie Lee. He's headed it over. He should hit the target though. He's got away from his man. He's managed to drift off the back of his centre half. It's another Plymouth player down in the box. First shot in anger, and it comes from the away side, and it's all our own doing. Stuart O'Keefe, inexplicably edge of the box, plays it across his own penalty area. Shot gets off right footed. Jack Bonham, right hand side, gets a good hand on it, and we've managed to get it clear, and the ball's back up the other end. But a let off for Gills. Stuart O'Keefe culpable. Pilgrims have been the better side the last few minutes. They earned a corner which drifted out harmlessly across the far side. They just earned a free kick about 25 yards out, right at centre. Jack Tucker guilty of grappling and cuddling the centre forward. I think it was Niall Ennis. You'd imagine they're going to shoot with this one. Here it comes now. It's going to be Ben Reeves, left-footed, up and over the wall, taking a deflection, just over the top. That nearly crept in the top corner. It's a corner to Plymouth. Gills lead 1-0, and it's something against the run of the play in the last 5 minutes. Jordan Graham gets the ball on the right-hand side. Clever run from Robbie McKenzie into a dangerous area. His cross is headed on by Ollie Lee. It looks like he's going in anyway for Dane Oliver. Ever the poacher. Makes sure and heads it in at the far post. 20 goals for the season for the big man. And the biggest thing is Gills lead by 1-0. Jordan Graham starting to cause real problems on our right-hand side. He's jinked his way to the byline again. For Dane Oliver and Alex McDonald, the targets at the far post. It's little McDonald who gets up. Looks like he heads it against the back of Oliver slightly, and it's gone out for a goal kick. 33 played, but 24 played. Gills lead. Gills have been the better side for the last 5 minutes or so now. Jordan Graham's got to the byline a couple of times. One cross was well defended. One went out for a goal kick. Got a long throw now. Connor Ogilvie. For Dane Oliver's won the flick on. It's hit Jack Tucker and drifted just wide of the post. Gills about a foot away from being 2-0 up. Board's just gone up and there's been a monstrous 12 minutes added on because of that early injury. Gills, much the better side at the moment. Couple of chances nearly. Short back pass for Dane Oliver, nearly got there in front of the keeper, but not quite. Then a good ball in again from the right-hand side. I think it was Robbie McKenzie who's been really good at right-back. Ollie Lee challenged the keeper, got his head to it, but headed it against the keeper. We've got another throw in now, deep in Plymouth territory. Another half chance for the home side. Ball drops to the skipper, edge of the box, on the volley. It's just grazed the crossbar. Really good technique from Cole Dempsey, who's running the show in the middle of the park again. Still 1-0 to the Gills. Another free kick to Plymouth, and this one's definitely in shooting territory. It's Jack Tucker who's been penalised for handball. I'm not sure if he just took a nudge, and as he fell, he's got his arms out, it's hit him. Referees had to give the free kick, but credit the man in the middle. He's reluctant to book anyone today, so trying to let the game flow. But here comes the free kick now. It's going to be Ryan Hardy. He's trying to go under the wall. It's hit Alex McDonald, and the shot's come in and gone harmlessly over the bar into the Rainham end. Gills still 1-0 up. Half time at the Priestfield Stadium, and it's Gillingham 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. It's been a decent watch considering it's two sides that have essentially got nothing to play for. After that initial injury break, Gills come out the blocks really quickly, forced a couple of early corners. Jordan Graham was prominent at everything good that we done. Plymouth then came back into it. Then there was a spell in the middle of the half where both teams were going end to end. Gills then got back on top. Plymouth had their spell at the end again. But in amongst all that, Gills took the lead. Who was it? You know it was. It was Dane Oliver with another poacher's finish to get him to 20 for the season in all competitions. For me, looking at outstanding players in terms of the Gills, I think our right-hand side's been really good. Jordan Graham's been a real threat up against their left-back. Robbie McKenzie slotted in seamlessly at right-back, and he's tried to get on as well as doing all his defensive duties as well. Middle of the park, Carl Dempsey's been absolutely superb. But all in all, it's been a decent team performance once again. The key for us now that we lead, will be to hang on to that lead and potentially add to it as we look to end the season with 3 points. Gills have started this second period really brightly. 46-52, the clock shows, already had 2 corners. Jordan Graham's just won the second of those. It's going to be Tommy O'Connor coming up from centre half to take it. Brilliant save from Cooper, the Plymouth keeper, to keep this at 1-0. A ball in from Carl Dempsey's not the best. The Plymouth player clears it against his own teammate. Breaks to Ollie Lee. He's about 8-9 yards out. Left-footed snapshot. Cooper gets down, big right hand and keeps it out. That's a big save. Still 1-0 to the Gills. Free kick to the Gills wide on our left-hand side after Alex McDonald's been manhandled and thrown into the advertising board. Other thing though for Gills though, big problem at the moment for Dane Oliver. Chased back to try and track down a Plymouth player a couple of minutes ago. Looks like he's fallen awkwardly on his shoulder. He's still trying to flex it and twist it and move it at the moment, but he looks to be struggling. I'm wondering if Dominic Samuel or John Akindi might come on imminently. That change is being made, and it's a frustrating end to a really brilliant campaign from Big Dane Oliver. He's had to come off with that shoulder injury. It's John Akindi replacing him, but it takes nothing away from what's been another good performance and a superb season from the front man. 20 goals in all competitions. If only we were there to give him a standing ovation. But there's 53 minutes on the clock. Dane Oliver's been withdrawn for John Akindi. Almost a chance for the away side out the blue. Ryan Hardy gets down the left-hand side. The cutback comes across. Tom O'Connor does really well. It looks like Jack Bonham's just going to come and claim it. Inexplicably spills it, and Robbie McKenzie's had to help him hack it clear over to halfway for a throw-in. Gills doing what they've been doing in the last few weeks, trying to help the away side out. Still 1-0 though. I've missed a substitution in the last couple of minutes. Henry Woods is coming on for the final half hour, which is great to see. Well deserved. He's had a decent season when he's been given the opportunity. Stuart O'Keefe's come off after picking up another booking. So 62 on the clock. Gills on top at the moment, 1-0 up, and Henry Woods is going to get the final half an hour. Couple of half chances for Plymouth just to let Gills know this game isn't won yet. First cross comes into the box. Jack Bonham does well to get a punch out. Then the second one comes back in. Point blank had a good save by Bonham. It then comes out to the lad Moore. He jinks his way past Jack Bonham but can't hit the target. Hits the side netting from a tight angle. But Gills only 1-0 up. This game is not won yet. Third change for the Gills as we approach the final 20 minutes or so. It's Tyreek Johnson. We've barely seen him since he arrived in January. He's going to get the final 23 minutes plus injury time. He's come on for Alex McDonald, who once again has been absolutely superb. Industrious and workmanlike without the ball. Very good when he has had it. Another good performance from Macca. But Tyreek Johnson has a chance to impress in the final period of this game. Half chance for the Gills after a quiet period in the game in terms of us in an attacking sense. It's Tyreek Johnson with a burst of pace. We've not seen enough of it this season because he's barely featured. But he drives through the middle of midfield, darts onto his left foot, tries to bend an effort round a keeper. It's never done enough and come back, and it's gone out for a goal kick. But real impetus from Tyreek Johnson. Good to see. Half chance for the Gills. Jordan Graham, who's been quiet last 10 minutes or so. He's done his defensive duty really well again today, but a little step over. Leaves the left back for dead, stands it up. Ollie Lee arrives, should hit the target, but he's headed it wide. It's gone into the Rainham end. About 9 minutes to play, plus injury time. Gills still lead. Another small warning for the Gills, but this isn't quite done. I'm not sure it is. Gets to the byline. Ball comes into a dangerous area. Tommy O'Connor does really well to get across his man and block what looks like a header towards goal, and then Jack Bonham's managed to pick it up and clear it upfield. 6 minutes plus injury time to play. A couple of minutes to go here. There's been 2 changes from the away side. One is a goalkeeper swap as well. Luke McCormick, veteran goalkeeper, Plymouth player for a long time, over 2 spells I think it is. He's coming on for what is his 350th appearance. Rumours are around the ground that he might be retiring at the end of the season. So that's a nice touch from Plymouth and Ryan Lowe. McCormick coming on for a 350th professional game for the club. Chance for Gills in injury time. It's good interplay on the halfway line. It releases Tyreek Johnson, who's had a really good game since coming on. Drives into the box. Left-footed effort. Lord McCormack stands up and saves it with his chest. It looks like it's gone out for a corner. It's about 1.5 minutes to go. Gills are 90 seconds away from a final day victory. Jordan Graham and Ollie Lee getting the showboats out. You think they're going to leave it in the corner and hold it there for a minute, but no, a little drag back from Jordan Graham gets Ollie Lee, and I think he's nutmegged the centre half and got his shot off, which has been deflected over for another corner. About 30 seconds to play. Full-time whistle has just gone at the Mems Priestfield Stadium, and it's finished. Gillingham 1, Plymouth Argyle 0 on the final day. Looking at other results that have already finished, it means a top 10 finish for the 2nd consecutive season for Gillingham under Steve Evans, which for me represents a really decent campaign. Second half was a little bit bitty. There was plenty of substitutions from both sides. It had the feel of a friendly in the final 10-15 minutes, to be quite honest. But what Gills have done properly today that they haven't done over the last few Saturdays is hold on to a lead, see out a game, keep a clean sheet and win 3 points. Thanks to everyone who's watched me throughout the season in this really weird campaign. We know it's not ideal having to watch Gillingham football matches on a laptop or on a TV or on a mobile phone. I appreciate all the ongoing support. We'll be back next season bigger and better, hopefully, and also back in stadiums. That's the biggest thing for me. But that's enough for this season from Gills and from myself on the Matchday Lives. Thanks as always for watching and listening. Please continue to check out the Third Tier podcast. Please continue to download Fan Hub. And until next time, up the Gills.